God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap. Hey y'all, my name is Samantha. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you are new here. If you are new here, then hit that big subscribe button down below because it would help me out a lot. Thanks. I want to give a little background information. My videos are very behind, so I'm trying to post them in order, but if it doesn't seem to get in the right order, it's not going to make any sense. So we're going to try, but we'll see. Anyway, the little backstory is it was a Thursday and I wasn't feeling good. Yummy. I wasn't feeling good at all on Thursday. So I went to work. I was trying to get through the day. I made it to lunch and I was like, maybe if I eat something for lunch, I'll feel a little better. So I ate lunch and then I tried to take like a little nap. I can't remember how long it was. It was probably like 15 minutes, maybe 30 at the most. So I ate and I took a little nap and I was like, hopefully that'll make me feel better. I wake up from a nap and it made it so much worse. Like, I was not feeling good at all. So I go back into work, I clock in, start working, and I was like, I physically cannot do this. Like, I feel so sick to my stomach. So I left. I left early that Thursday. Friday morning, I woke up, I come in here, and I try to start getting ready, and I just sit there, and I like felt so exhausted. It wasn't even funny. And I felt so sick. And so I gave it a minute of just sitting there. Like, I was just arms dangling by my side, like just not feeling good. And I gave it a second and I was like, I cannot do this today. Like, I physically do not have it in me to do this today. So I had called out and I went to bed. And so that was around like maybe 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. So I called out, I went back to bed, and I slept until like 9:30. So I wake up, and I'm laying there. I still feel very sick, but I was hungry. Like, for some reason, I had been craving bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits so bad. And I was like, well, I don't feel good. I'll go ahead and go to the store to get milk, and then I'll get the rest of the stuff to make the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. So I went to the store, I got the stuff, and behind the counter there was a pregnancy test. And I was like, I really don't think so, given the circumstances, but I'll get one anyway. Who knows if it's going to be positive. It really should not be positive, but we're going to try this anyway. So I get 2 of them, just in case, and I go home. When I got home, I went and put everything down on the counters, like the food wise and stuff, and I go straight to the bathroom, and I do my business, you know, I peed. And we got the, I was the only one home alone, I don't know why I said we, but I got the test out in my little cup full of my pee, and I got the little syringe thing. And I had the test right here, and I put the 3 drops in it, and I didn't record that part, but I recorded my reaction to the test, obviously, y'all seen. So I put the 3 drops in there, and I turn around to walk out of the bathroom, but I was like, wait, I need to just make sure that this test is going to work. So I sit there, and I'm looking at it, and so it's got the T and the C, the test line and the control line. And I'm sitting there, and I'm watching it, and immediately the test line came up positive. But my brain was like, oh, it was so fast, that means, like, test to see if the test is working. So I thought that it was the control line, if that makes sense. My brain was everywhere at this moment because I was like, why I'm even taking this test, you know? Obviously, like, I'm pregnant. So I knew that there was a possibility that it could be positive, if that makes sense. However, we didn't expect it to happen so fast as it did. So I'm sitting there and I see the test line come up immediately, like dark positive, like as soon as it hit. Like you can see the like if you ever took a pregnancy test, you'll understand what I'm about to describe to y'all. If you haven't, good thing for you, but also like you probably won't understand. Or maybe if you're in the vet field, like, or the human field, and you have to run a test with blood or urine or anything, and it like the line, like you can see the strip like absorb the liquid that was put into it before it shows up any kind of like test lines or control lines, if that makes sense. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching it. I just put the 3 drops in there, and like you can see the, I don't know what it is, like the foam, the material, the something, whatever that little strip is, like you can see it absorbing the urine. So it goes all the way down, like you can see it hit the test line. As soon as it hit the test line, it was immediately like dark positive. And I was like, oh, okay, it's working, I'm gonna leave. So I go out to the kitchen because I was gonna start cooking. I was gonna start getting things ready to cook because that test only took 3 minutes, I think. So I didn't think anything of it. I left it on the counter or on the windowsill, and I went in the kitchen and I started getting stuff ready so I can make the breakfast. The stuff that I was craving, and I didn't realize, like I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So sorry, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So then I got to thinking, and I was like, wait a minute. And I'm sitting there, like I stopped doing what I'm doing with the food, and I turn around and I was like, something's not right. Like it was too fast of a, how do I word this? I was like, something's not right, because that first line was immediately like there. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I thought it was the test line, then the control line. And sure enough, I was right. So I didn't go back and look at the test yet. Y'all will see my real reaction. But I sat there and I like stopped what I was doing. I turned to the table and I looked at the box, the second box, because I got 2 pregnancy tests. I looked at the box and I was like, oh God. And it said, like, it showed on the box. Hold on, I got the test. But on the, I thought I had an extra one in the bathroom, but I forgot I had taken it so that I could show Pete like how fast it turned positive. But that's what I went to go look for, is the box. Anyway, so the pregnancy test, it's got this on the box. This is just one of the ones that are from Dollar General. So it's got a picture of this on the box, and it's got the T line and the C line, test and control line, and it shows like which one's first. And I was like, oh shoot, I'm pretty sure that it was the test line that showed up so fast, not the control line, because I only waited to see a line to make sure that the test was working. So then I walked out. And obviously, if you ever took one of this kind, like the urine goes in here and then it soaks down this way. I don't know if that's how it is for all of them, but this specifically is that way. So the first line is the test line. So I sit there and I'm looking at the box, and then I was like, oh my God, I think it was positive. And I start panicking, but I kept it calm, if that makes sense. Like I was internally panicking, and I was like, what do I do? I was like, I'm pretty certain that said positive. So then I go back into the bathroom. I start the recording, and even if it was going to be negative, the fact that I was taking a pregnancy test, I wanted to record it just in case it did come up positive. Let me clarify. Pete and I were not trying, but we weren't necessarily preventing it. Like, if it happened, it happened. However, we didn't expect it to happen this fast, okay? Keep that in mind. So the possibility of being pregnant was there. Again, just didn't think it was going to happen that fast. So I set the camera up, and I was like, okay. So it's on the windowsill, and I closed my eyes just so that I can see it. And I looked down, and the only thing that I could say was, oh my God, because how dark the lines were. I found out on March 24th. And this test is still, 1, extremely positive, but 2, the clear blue test that says pregnant, not pregnant, I got one of them suckers because there's going to be a picture in here, but that's how I showed Pete. And that sucker is still lit up, and it is currently June 13th. And it, like, the battery still, the screen says pregnant still, so that's just crazy to me that it's stayed on that long. I don't know. Anyway. So that's how I found out that I was pregnant. And then it all made sense why I don't know why it hit me so hard or so fast that it did. Like the sickness, because I was fine the whole like time leading up to that Thursday. Like that Wednesday I had a great day. Tuesday I had a great day. Monday I had a great day. Like that week was good. And then all of a sudden, Thursday, I woke up and I just, like, was hit by a train. I tried to go to work, went home early because I just could not do it. I felt so bad, so sick. And then Friday, I woke up and it was worse. And I was like, something is wrong. Never did I think that it was pregnancy test. Because at that time, there was a stomach virus going around. It was just, it was bad. If y'all don't know, I work at a veterinary hospital. I'm a vet tech. So I wanted to keep it a secret for as long as I could from most people because I'm petrified of miscarriage. And I don't want everybody to be saying, congratulations, congratulations. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Because they know that I'm pregnant if something was to happen a couple weeks later. So I know that there's no safe zone in pregnancy, but I just wanted to make sure that I was a little further along than I was before I started telling everybody. However, because I work in a hospital setting, I have to do like the 2 that are serious is x-rays and surgeries. Like, I can do everything else, so like blood work, handling animals, I can do everything else, but x-rays is an absolute no. Like, I cannot do. The radiation is not good. I had to tell somebody because I needed to not do x-rays, if that makes sense. And then surgeries, it's not as bad because it's a ventilated room, and the isoflurane, which is the gas that keeps the animal under anesthesia, it's ventilated, like the room is ventilated, so if I just sit far enough away from the gas, like where it is actually coming out of and like going into the pep, then I'm okay, but I still really should not be in surgery. So I had to tell somebody, so I told Sheena, my supervisor, and she was one of the first people that found out. Not only because she's my supervisor and I had to tell her because like I needed to make sure that I couldn't do x-rays in surgery, and there was a reason why, but because she's a close friend and I was just excited to tell her. So it was kind of funny though because she was there and she would like jump in and jump out real quick so that I couldn't, like, nobody noticed that I wasn't doing x-rays and stuff. It was funny. But anyway, long story short is I had to start telling people because it was just coming suspicious. Like, one doctor had a bunch of x-rays on his schedule. Someone was bringing in some pets to be radiographed. And I was like, oh, actually, I cannot be with him today. I can be with him tomorrow. So I'm going to have to switch somebody. And everybody was just like, why? Why can't you be with him? And I was like, I'm sorry, I cannot tell you. Like, there's just something going on. I can't be with him. And I didn't tell him it was because of the radiographs, because then that would have told. the secret, but I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't be with him. When the time comes, I'll let y'all know why, but I'm sorry. And so I had switched, and that way it saved me for that day. And so then I think it was like the next day, like the following day, or it was the following week, I had told people, some people, that I was pregnant. Long story short, that's how I found out I was pregnant. That's how people at work had to find out. If I was a receptionist or I was in a whole different like line of occupation or whatever, I wouldn't have told as fast as I did, but I had to. That way I could keep the baby safe. So that's my story. My pregnancy test, my positive pregnancy test. Also, my phone camera doesn't show it as bad, but like my face is so broken out. It's not even funny. And it's been so bad. And it's literally because of this baby. This little baby. It has never been this bad in my life. And ever since finding out I was pregnant, like it was like maybe the 7th week in, my face has just been a mess since. So, I don't know. But anyway, that's how I found out I was pregnant. So if y'all like this video, then like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, or video ideas, comment down below. Let me know. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. And until next time, peace out.